Hello Commissioners, it's Nick Peterson, your Council Commissioner, with our November updates. A couple quick updates for us today. The first one being, as you may have heard, there is a newly announced family troop option for Scouts BSA troops. It's an option in terms of how you organize, where boys and girls can now be together in the same unit. This is different from where we've had separate boy units, separate girl units, or a linked boys and girls troop. This will now be called a family troop. The name is very similar to what we've had for family packs, and same approach. To learn more, we are going to be having a webinar on Tuesday, November 25th. It's open to all unit leaders. Any troop leader is going to be invited for that. We hope to see you there as well, so that you have the information on what does that mean, what do we consider, and what are next steps. Second update for you, University of Scouting extension courses. It's a great option for a lot of our units and our leaders out there. University of Scouting extension can happen, it's an online, they can dial in from anywhere. They can dial in from their home, if they're at a hockey game, if they're somewhere else, wherever they're at, they can dial in and take some training. It's a great option for our units, and one of the things that's really great about that's newly offered, based on feedback from you, from the commissioner team, is they are now offering position-specific training for Cub Scout leaders, happening a couple different times between November and into January. So, what does that mean for you? As commissioners, we really want you to reach out and call your units, reach out to them, leaders specifically, go into Commissioner Tools, look at your unit, see who hasn't been position-specific trained in a Cub Scout unit, and encourage them to either go online and take it through the MyDOT Scouting training, or go to University of Scouting extension courses and take that through there. For many people, that live course may be more interesting for them, so that's great. We have it now for them. There's really no reason they can't attend. There's a session 1 and a session 2. And if they make one, they schedule, I can make session 1, but I can't make the second one, pick the second session from another date. It's fine. As long as you do session 1 and session 2, you're good to go. So that's a really important thing, and an ask we're going to have for all commissioners to reach out. As you know, we are still kind of in renewing membership season. A lot of our units have now started seeing their scouts who had membership expiring at the end of August have now fallen off, and they may start to notice it as they start to approve advancements. Encourage you to go out and just follow up with those units. Make sure they're looking at that. I know I was in a unit and they said, "Oh, that scout's here," and they're like, "Oh, they're not registered? Oh, I didn't realize that." Okay, great. Let's make sure we reach out to them. There's some tools out there that are linked in the message below. How do you look at reports? What reports do you run? It's important for unit leaders to really own that piece of it. One of the things we have for unit commissioners and for anyone who's working with a unit as a commissioner corps is making sure we're making those unit connections. That is, I said commissioning is a great job. We get to meet with units, we get to talk with them, we get to, sort of be a part of a unit without having to be at every single meeting. But part of that responsibility also comes with, helping them, but also making sure we're logging those visits and those connections. Having a purposeful discussion with them about, whether that's about training, for example, or if you're talking about succession, or if you're talking about membership or activity or program, going into MyDOT Scouting and logging those visits. Making that unit connection log is really important. Right now, as we look at it, we have somewhere around over 50% of our unit commissioners have not logged a single unit connection in MyDOT Scouting. And we need to do better. We do read them, we do look at them. I know I look at them, I know all the district execs are looking at them, because they're in there every single day looking, before they go meet with a unit, they're looking to see who met with them last. What do they talk about? Are there any concerns with that unit that they need to be aware of before they meet with that unit? So it's on us as commissioners to go out there and make sure we're logging those visits, make sure they're in there. If you're not sure about that, how to do it, we've included some links below. Also, our district commissioners, I've asked them to meet with each of their commissioners and make sure that you understand the expectations for that part, and what does that mean, and how often should you be meeting with your units, as well as then you have the training and know how to log a visit. We want to take away that barrier. If you're not sure, there's some videos below, or your district commissioner will walk you through. Finally, as we're getting close to the end of the year, roadmap to success. If you haven't had that unit visit, now is a great time to sit down with them and go through roadmap for success. That's we've updated for this year. It's a great time to go through and reflect back. Have a unit reflection with them. Discuss what worked well, what are some opportunities, as well as make sure if they're going and they want that that ribbon for their unit flag, to make sure we're getting entries. We'll have that information out to you soon, and I believe we said by January 15th they need to order the 2025 ribbons. So more details coming soon and are linked below, but make sure, in advance of, that scramble when everyone's busy in the holidays, making sure you let your units know about that. Thanks so much, Commissioners, and I look forward to talking to you soon.